Hello everyone, welcome in this video. I want to show how you can use our new program, APIVoid SFTP Terminal, that is basically SSH and SFTP, FTP, FTPS, WebDAV, and S3 client. So you can use that to connect through SSH to your servers and to transfer files in different protocols. Let's start by adding our SSH private key. I will connect on 3 servers from DigitalOcean in this test. I will save the passphrase, and I will also enable the master password, highly recommended, to add a second layer of protection on the data that is saved on the system. Make sure you don't forget password because it cannot be recovered. Okay, now let's connect on the 3 servers. I will select SSH and I will select the previously saved SSH private key. I save the session, and the other 2 servers share the same authentication, so I just change the hostname and I save session. Okay, now let's connect on SSH, and since we added SSH, we also have the option to connect through SFTP. Same if you add SFTP, you will also have the option to connect through SSH. Okay, let's trust and remember. Okay, if you have many servers and you don't want to click on every connection the trust and remember button, you can just enable the option to automatically add new SSH and SFTP connection to the known host. So let's connect on the other 2 servers. Okay, now I want to show you the CTRL and right-click menu on the terminal, so you can basically find text on the terminal output, upload files. This is very useful. Let's say I want to upload the stew files on the root folder. Okay, let's check. Now let's remove them. Okay, now let's say I want to download a file, and let's say the host file. Okay. Now let's say I want to quickly edit the host file. It will open our text editor. So you can perform some changes and save. Okay, now you can also click on the Go To menu and select from a list of common locations, so you can quickly switch to other directories. You can also use the Quick Edit menu to quickly edit some of the common files. Let's say again the host file. It will open the text editor. You can click the Quick Commands menu if you want to execute some common commands. And we added a few. So you can manage the quick commands through this menu. So you can edit a command, add new commands, and search for a specific command. Also, you can also manage the goto and quick edit entries through the settings. Then you can reconnect the session, duplicate the session, insert your external IP address, search something selected on Google, and you can copy all the output to clipboard or export all the output to a file. Okay, now let's close all the tabs and let's test SFTP. So also in this case, you can upload some files on the remote server. You can download files, delete files, and perform other basic tasks like edit a file. You can open the text editor. You can change the location. You can quickly edit common files. You can create a new folder, a new file, rename, delete, change permissions, owner and group. And you can also find files. So let's say I want to find the .sh files on the root folder. Okay, you can see the files that have been found. You can upload, edit, or delete them and focus them so they will be focused on the right panel. And you can also copy the files to another location, move to another location, create a backup file, very useful if you need to perform some changes. And create a symlink, copy to clipboard some parts of the file, and change the file encoding to Unix. Very useful if you somehow created a bash script with Windows Notepad or with another text editor and you need to convert it to Unix format. Okay, so now let's say I want to execute a quick command on all 3 servers, or you can also execute, you can also do the same task on all SSH and SFTP servers on a specific folder. In this case, I will just select them. I will want to execute show disk usage. Okay, you can see the output from all selected servers. Now let's say I want to execute a custom command. Okay, you can see it has been executed on all servers. I want to run a bash script. Let's say I want to execute this bash script. Okay, this is a very simple bash script, just for testing. Now let's say I want to upload a file on all selected servers. Okay, to execute around the folder. Okay, has been uploaded. Let's check. Okay, you can see the file is there on all 3 servers. And now let's say I want to search for a file on all servers. Okay, let's see. Okay, you can see all 3 servers and the file. You can download, delete a specific file, or delete all the files. Now let's try open split view. So basically it will open all the 3 servers in SSH in a split view. So you can execute commands, or you can also enable the broadcast mode so that you can send the same command on all servers. Okay. Now let's test the host-to-host transfer. So basically, in this case, we will connect 2 servers and we can transfer a file from the server A to the server B. So in this case, the files will be downloaded on your local temporary folder, and then through your connection, they will be uploaded on the server B. Okay, I think that's all. Okay, now let's check. Okay, you can basically manage the SSH private key. This is very useful so that you can create one time. You can add one time the SSH private key, and then you can assign it on different servers easily through the selection of the saved key. So that, for example, if you need to change the private key, you can just change this field and it will be automatically changed on all servers that use that SSH key. You can generate a private key with a key generator. You can export that in different formats. You can also import a specific private key so that you can then export in another format or change the passphrase. You can see the known hosts. You can add a jump host. This is very useful in particular situations. The port forwarding. We support all 3 modes, forwarding modes. We also have added an option how to start when the app launches. So basically, if you enable this option, the specific forwarding rule will be automatically started when the application is started. And you can also manage proxies to connect to your servers. And you can also export your settings. You can choose to export the preferences or settings or the saved sessions. They are exported in an encrypted file. So you can then also import the same saved sessions on another computer. Okay, I think it's pretty all. This was a very quick video, just wanted to quickly show what you can do with our program and how it can be useful. So I hope you enjoyed the video and see you next time.